I imagine it appealed to his meticulous nature.
I was staring through the cage of those meticulous ink strokes.
How could a man as meticulous as you own such a book yet completely neglect the flowers in his own window box?
Hey everyone, and welcome to TalkWord. This is the show where we grab an English word, put it under the microscope, and really figure out what makes it tick. Today, we're diving into an absolutely fantastic word, one that's all about a special kind of precision: meticulous.
All right, let's jump right in. But, instead of just throwing a boring dictionary definition at you, I want to start with a little mystery. Let's solve a puzzle together.
So, as we go through these next few scenes, I want you to ask yourself, what's the one thing, the single powerful idea that connects all of them?
Okay, first up, picture this: a chef leaning over a plate using these tiny little tweezers just to place one single herb perfectly. Now, think about a student who's not just checking their sources once or twice, but triple checking them to make sure every single citation is flawless. Or how about an artist with a super fine brush, completely absorbed in painting one perfect tiny feather on a bird's wing? And last, a watchmaker, hunched over their desk with a magnifying glass, carefully fitting these microscopic gears together. What's the common thread here? It's that intense, almost obsessive level of focus, right?
Well, the word that captures that shared quality is meticulous. It's an adjective, and it means showing great, and I mean really great attention to detail. It's all about being incredibly careful, unbelievably precise. Every one of those people we just imagined, they were all being meticulous.
Now here's where things get really interesting. The backstory of this word, well, it has a twist you probably won't see coming. You might think it's always meant something positive, like, oh, they're such a perfectionist. But its history is, well, it's a little different. Okay, check out this journey. The word's ancient root is the Latin word metus, which actually means fear. Crazy, right? From there, it turned into meticulosis, which meant being fearful or timid. So how on earth do we get from being scared to being extremely careful? Well, think about it. The idea is that someone who is meticulous is so careful, so focused on getting every tiny detail right, that it's almost like they're afraid of making a mistake. That fear of messing up is actually what powers that incredible attention to detail.
So, theory is great, but let's take this word out for a spin. Let's see how it actually behaves out in the real world. Because understanding how it stacks up against other, similar words, that's the key to using it like a pro.
A word people often mix up with meticulous is thorough. They're definitely cousins, but they're not twins. Think of it like this. Thorough is about completeness. Did you cover all the bases? If you cleaned your whole entire house, you were thorough. But meticulous is about precision. How well did you do it? If you clean the grout between the tiles with a toothbrush, that's meticulous. See the difference? Meticulous is about the quality of the tiny details, while thorough is more about the quantity of the work you covered.
Here's a perfect example. When we say the accountant's records were meticulous, we don't just mean they were complete. Oh no! It means every single number was cross-referenced, every calculation was perfect, and every receipt was filed in exactly the right spot. The precision was just flawless.
Well, how about this one? Meticulous trip planning isn't just, booking a flight in a hotel. It's confirming the reservations twice, printing out backup maps just in case, checking the 10-day weather forecast, and having a backup plan for your backup plan. It's about controlling every little detail so nothing can possibly go wrong. So, after all that, what's the big idea? What's the main takeaway here? Well, it's all about remembering the feeling and the history that's packed inside this one word. Meticulous is so much more than just careful. At the end of the day, it really boils down to this: meticulousness is a special kind of care that's born from a deep desire for perfection. It's got that little echo of its origin story, right? That ancient fear of getting it wrong. It's about taking a task and elevating it through just extreme, incredible attention to detail.
And that brings me to you. I want you to think about it for a second. In your own life, your job, your hobbies, maybe your studies, where could applying just a little bit of that meticulous energy make a huge difference in the outcome?
And that's our deep dive into meticulous. I really hope that helped make the word click for you. And hey, if you enjoyed this, you should totally check out the TalkWord mobile app. You can actually create your own word explainers with our 2 friendly hosts, just like this one. It's a lot of fun. Thanks for listening.
Absolutely amazing, and very meticulous on their part.
The flourishes on the lower zone denote a highly creative yet meticulous nature.